have to wait, but welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another episode of Raw Live. Frankie J, your host, and with me, my co-host T.O. And welcome back to the studio, T.O. We've had a lot of laughs here before the show even started. It's stupid.
Oh,
We'll leave
to
some of
laugh.
that for the end of the show, but I want to take a second to thank anybody and everybody here in the studio watching with us and everybody outside of the studio, wherever you may be watching. Thanks for being here. We do appreciate your support and feedback, especially on our Facebook page at Raw Chat. Make sure to sign up for that and go to rawlive.com and sign up for our email list. Tio, why don't we get things going like we always do with a couple on these days?
Like we always do about this time. All right, 1896. George Washington Carmack. Do you know what he did?
I bet you're going to tell me.
He unearthed gold,
Whoa!
setting off the Klondike Gold Rush
The Klondike Gold Rush.
in the now Yukon
What
Valley.
would you do
1896.
for a
Can you imagine?
Klondike bar? No, I can't.
Finding gold.
Can you imagine sitting there hunched over all day like a friggin' idiot,
Yeah.
shaking a pan around, hoping there's a dot of gold that'll melt as soon as you touch it? Give me a break. Get a real job.
Wow. 1807, the first serviceable steamboat called the Claremont.
Called the Mount of Clare.
Yeah. Steamboat. Not Ricky the Dragon either. You know who made this one?
Who?
Robert Fulton. Fulton's Follies.
Oh.
Yeah. He made a lot of
Good
things.
old Fulton.
He had a lot of good ideas, but
Yeah.
they didn't always come to fruition, and they used to call them
Didn't fully come
Fulton's
into...
Follies.
Oh, Fulton's Follies.
Yeah, 1939, The Wizard of Oz opens
Whoa.
at
That
Lowe's
must have made a
Capitol
lot of
Theater
money.
in NYC.
And the average cost of a ticket to get in there, 1 penny.
Probably 1990, last one I got here. Exorcist premieres. Exorcist 3, actually.
Oh, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I watched that little episode there. That was cool.
I was actually talking to, was it Monica on her show? It was about The Exorcist, and I told her the day after I saw it, I had a friend call me, asking me what the hell that was all about, because I told him to watch it overnight.
What that all
He
about?
was like, what the hell was that all about?
True story, that movie.
Yeah.
Instead of a girl, though, it was a boy.
Well, we don't know now.
Well, no.
A lot of shit's changed, man.
Well,
well,
allegedly.
allegedly. Allegedly it was a boy, but we're not real sure.
Well, that would be lying. So,
Well, we don't want to lie, and we
No.
all know that that is a big part of our show today. And Tio and I have been talking about this for some time, and we can't understand it. It's just mind blowing to us on how many people friggin' lie and what they lie about. They'll lie about the big things that I guess warrant a lie, right? When you want to get away with something big, you got to come up with a master plan of a lie. But when it's something as small as like talking about your past and what jobs you've done and where you've worked and where you've lived, people lie.
those are
Why,
weird.
Todd? Why
Those
do
are-
they fucking lie? Why do people gotta lie?
Well, I'll give you
I'm-
the reasons.
Oh no, you got some reasons?
Yeah, low self-esteem, number one.
Okay.
If you have low self-esteem, you're going to lie a little bit more than others because you want to, what? Boost yourself up,
Be better than everybody.
be better than you think you really are.
Simply the best.
It takes a person with a lot of self-esteem to admit they lie. And to
But no,
ask for forgiveness. And
I
move on.
have to stop you there. Some people will say they admit lying, they're sorry they lied, and then they'll say those famous words. It won't happen
Oh.
again.
Then it
Right
happens
there
again.
is a frigging lie because you know it's going to happen again. You just did. It's like once a cheat, always a cheat. I believe fully that if you cheat in a relationship and you have that mindset to go outside of a serious relationship and or marriage, if you go outside of that marriage even for a second emotionally, you might as well just leave.
Yeah, it depends. I'm sure that happens to a lot of people, but I mean, you could work on that. There's reasons why people do that.
Marriage counseling can only help so much. If
Oh, yeah,
someone's-
two people got to be willing to
if
work.
someone's going to cheat and constantly go out and lie, go home with other dudes, and then come home and boldly lie to you, you could have it on videotape, and they could say, "No, you photoshopped someone else's face in there, and that doesn't even look like me." What's the big black dot I put on the shirt? I knew you were going to wear it tonight. See the big black dot on your shirt? I don't know how I got there. Someone must have switched it up on me. Well, maybe you had your other shirt off when you're banging this other guy and got mixed up. Maybe.
That's a
Maybe.
professional pathological liar there.
Prolific.
Yeah.
Prolific. There are some prolific liars out there, and we know a few.
But some people just do it to avoid punishment, too.
Well,
you don't want to get in trouble.
How many reasons have you given so far? One?
Nah, one. There was two. Avoid being punished. Number two.
Well, I would rather ask forgiveness for doing something I know I shouldn't do than asking permission and getting told no and lying and doing it anyways. I don't know. For me, I'm over truthful to a fault because I tell the truth so openly and boldly that people aren't used to that. And you're the same way. And that's why
Except for when I lie.
Yeah, well, who do you lie to?
Oh, I mean, I lie.
You can lie, but we're talking about serious lies. Let's define what's a good lie and a bad lie. You know that your child's going to lie to you when they come home late with
I have no
pains
homework.
all over their hands, and you know that they damn well weren't where they said. You know they're going to lie. Okay, kids are going to lie. That's what kids do. Then you get into the adult world where lies can be very hurtful. I mean, a woman can literally walk to their boss in an office setting and say, "That guy made me uncomfortable. He didn't pronounce my pronouns correctly," and he's fired. Sexual harassment. And that guy's gay. He doesn't even like women. But because that guy's binary man or whatever, he feels offended and sexual harassment. Boom. Done. See you later, sucker.
Well, hopefully they investigate that correctly and use a little bit of common sense.
What's that? Common sense. Did you say those words? That's another show on its own.
Yeah. Seems
Common sense.
dwindling to a minimum these days.
Dwindling. Like Aaron Neville?
Yeah, a little Aaron Neville. He's not for dwindling.
Much.
Shapers. Yeah, avoid being punished. That's another reason.
Okay.
You want to get in trouble. Okay. Let's see. To protect others.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's the narcissist reason, I believe, because I use that a lot. Oh, I lied to you because I didn't want you to get hurt. But who the heck am I to know?
Yeah, how do I know if it's going to hurt you or not?
Yeah, I had to look inwards there on that one.
Well, I guess where I'm taking this show is the people that lie consistently, regularly, weekly, daily on who they are, who they've been, what they've done, where they've been. It's all lie. And you can do background checks on this shit. And I mean, you can pay $14.95 a month, first month free, and check a bunch of names and see where they actually live, what they do, and
cancel the script.
And you can blow up their spot. And it's like, do I blow up their spot? Do I say I actually found out that you do not do what you say you do? You have never done what you say you do or did, and
on that, I would love people to call that out.
I would love to call people out because there's so many people that you and I know. And we know personally, as like I want to general acquaintances, if you will, that just fucking lie. They lie about everything. They lie about everything, and then when they're caught in that lie, there's a reason why that situation that they're lying about originally happened.
Yeah. Oh, I can't take. As a liar myself, I can't take those kind of lies.
As a liar myself,
I can't take that kind of lie.
I can't take the lies that.
The blatant ones that you
just
see,
know they're friggin' lying.
Just full of shit.
They're lying. You know they're lying. You can look at them and say, please, I already know the truth. I have the tape. I have the footage. I have the audio. I have everything here to prove that you are lying to me right now. But you're going to keep doing it. Why?
Then you got the ones that just lie. They can't help it.
Well, some people like to make up stories. I know that there was this kid I went to school with, and every damn thing he said was a friggin' lie. He had millions of dollars, and his parents were separated, and his dad left him all kinds of money, and he had all the best video games and football, everything. He had what it was his parents got divorced. His mom was cleaning up on child support and buying him all kinds of shit. It wasn't that he had a millionaire father. It just was easier to tell a lie in front of somebody like me because I didn't have money like that. So to me, to see all this awesome stuff in one place at the same time, I fell for the lie. So is that harmless or is that?
Well, no, that's low self-esteem again. That goes under. He had low self-esteem. He needed to feel like he was better. Didn't want to admit his parents were divorced and had to keep up an image in school.
Yeah, but what happens when you get older and that shit doesn't work anymore?
He's not thinking that far ahead. I don't think A lot of liars don't think that far ahead.
No, they don't. You're right. They don't think ahead. They think on their feet.
Yes.
And they got to think of a new lie to cover the lie they just told. Oh, I didn't mean to just say that. What I really meant was.
Yeah.
And then they'll carry it off into a different. What I really meant to say was I didn't do that, but I feel like I did because you're accusing me. Or
Sure.
they'll,
Then it's your fault soon.
They'll reverse it and gaslight your ass right out the door. Yeah. Well, it's because of you that I lied. So they're making you part of their lying.
Yeah.
And that's where I get pissed off because there's people out there that you cover for them. Why do you cover for them? Because they're friends or coworkers, loved ones.
You care about
ones
them.
that you've had one night stands with, whatever. They were that good that in 24 hours you'll lie for them. And that's the truth. That's the hard, cold truth. People lie about shit, and people know they lie, but yet they continue to lie.
It'll never end either. People will always be liars.
And then you got the ones that get caught in the lies and they start to backpedal. And instead of saying what they've been saying for months and weeks and years, they'll backpedal it and try to rephrase what they were saying originally, which was a lie, but they're trying to modify the lie. I was one time involved with, instead of saying I was involved with. So they'll like reword it, a play on words to make it look like I never lied.
To
It came
diminish
off
the
that
lie.
way because I modified the original lie to say, yes, I have done that. And it was only one time. And sorry to all of you that misunderstood my whole lie.
Your fault for misunderstanding.
Yeah.
My diminished truth
You
is
know,
now out there.
45 weeks into this experiment, there's still people that say the same thing week in and week out. And you sit there and you're like, when are they going to realize that everybody knows they're lying? Like, I mean, do they not know? Or do they have a clue? Are they
Never
that
been there.
naive? I haven't either. I've never been a prolific liar.
No.
Probably why my dad wants to kick the shit out of me and wants me dead or in prison because I tell the truth and he's still out there wandering this great earth we call awesome and waiting for that button to arrive to push to see the floor grow out from under me. But until then, he's living in his fantasy world of lies, knowing each and every day. I don't care what anybody says. The man, he has dementia, but he knows he don't forget me. He does
etched in his brain.
He knows that I know, and it drives him insane, and it leads him into doing stupid things. Like, yeah, he's a fucking clown. And if he's watching this, I'm telling you, Dad, you are a psychopathic clown.
Wow.
And you really, gosh, just go
ICP.
live somewhere else, would you? Move out of the neighborhood. Go move into assisted living. They got bingo and cards, and you can go in there and tell all your lies.
Here's the worst lie of
Tell
all.
all the lies of how you took care of your family, and you were amazing. You never hit me and abused me and beat the shit out of me. It never happened. Made it all up. I lied.
Well, you might have lied.
I might have lied. This whole thing might be a lie. It was so much of a lie that I baked it up in my head and wrote a damn book about it, which comes out October 5th, by the way, everybody. That'll be the official release of Families Lies, and story of why I am the way I am and purely surviving a severely dysfunctional, domestic, abusive filled family. And I can't wait for it to come out. It's going to be very detailed, and it's going to give everybody a different vision of who I am and why I am the way I am and how I escaped the liar. And it's going to be great. I can't wait for the book to come out on the shelves. It's all legal. It's all legit. And it's all going to be him sitting there with a highlighter trying to figure out every word that he can sue me on. It's going to be an incredible, incredible moment in my life. So everybody definitely go to rawlife.com, sign up for the email list, and be notified as soon as the book hits the shelves.
Wow.
Whew, that's a lot to say.
It's a lot to follow after that. Here, I'm going to go right into the worst reason someone could lie. You want to know what that is? To exercise power over others by controlling the information they received. Do you know who did that?
Who?
Hitler.
Yeah, divide and conquer. He's a master liar.
He controlled the media and what they knew. Sort of like what we do today.
It's called fake news, but in the 1940s.
But no, that's probably the worst lie you could do, I would say. I don't know. That's my opinion. That was a pretty good rant you had. I can't wait to read that book.
Oh.
Whew.
Whew.
It's going to be a good one. Let's see. get out of an awkward situation is another reason why people lie all the time.
I don't know. I almost wonder if you have to give that one a pass because there are people that have to lie to get out of dangerous situations.
Yes.
So we'll make that clear here on Raw Live that some people do in fact have to lie their way out of very dangerous situations.
Some lies are good.
Some lies are, like there was that 911 call years and years ago where a woman was being held hostage by her soon-to-be ex. She got an restraining order against him, but he showed up that night holding him hostage. He yelled at her to order a pizza, and instead of calling the pizza joint, she called 911, saying, "I'd like to order a large cheese and pepperoni pizza." And the 911 operator didn't catch on for the first couple seconds. And then she finally said, "Do you need help?" And yes, I do want pepperoni on there. Yeah. And then they started communicating through pizza ordering.
Makes sense.
So she had to lie her way. So those are okay lies. I can't fault people for lying.
Not all lies are bad.
Sometimes you gotta lie to save your life, right?
I think that's why lying is allowed. Maybe. Because not all lies are bad.
Not all lies are bad, but let's face it, there are people that exploit the lying and they use that ability to their benefit, and they lie like motherfucking liars.
Like a rug.
What?
Lie like a rug?
They lie like
a rug.
Yeah. I can't come up with something to back that up.
There was some weird, obscure news. You got any of that going on? I saw one where I just want to tell you this. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but there was one where there was a driver instructor, okay?
Oh, no.
And he was taking people out driving, and he ran into the sign that says, "Learn how to drive here." How would you feel?
Oh, the best is when you see those student driver cars out there and there's someone driving it, and first reaction, right, is to you see a driver's ed car and you think that it's full of kids or at least one person learning how to drive and an instructor. The worst thing is to drive by a person that's in a student driver car and it's only one person. Typically that would indicate it's the instructor, right?
Yeah.
And they're the most horrible drivers on the planet. They really are. And you get by them and you're like, you're allowing this person to represent your company and teach people how to drive when they're texting, driving, and not putting turn signals on and going all the way from the left lane, cutting two lanes over to the right, and just doing shit that driving instructors probably shouldn't do.
How do you feel about cops texting?
I think it's as bad as people texting, and I would say that's a friends of mine and a cop. But
Okay.
I will say this, that most cops that I know personally, they wait until there's an appropriate time when they're pulled over or sitting down for a moment to do their texting, or they'll do voice texting, while they're driving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was
So
just wondering.
I will speak on behalf of some of my cop friends, but there are a lot of cops out there worldwide, nationwide, that just don't give a fuck. They're the
Roll
cops.
through the lights.
Well, they go, "Woo, woo," they turn a little signal on, and "Woo, woo," I gotta
I
go
would do
somewhere,
that.
and then they get through the light and turn it
Is
off.
that a liar?
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Yeah, when a cop doesn't want to sit a minute and a half at a light and goes "Boop, boop," just to get through that light, I think that's pretty shitty. But
Would you do it? I would do it.
if I was a cop, I would probably do all kinds of
would
that
do
shit.
it.
Yeah, I would. Woo, woo, all the way through town all day, get where I have to get, but I wouldn't do it in a way that would affect others' lives.
Maybe the whoop whoop should be sent to a
lab for
well,
forensic
yeah, or
testing.
it can all they know the amount of times you turn that on.
Yeah, it's a whoop
You
whoop
turned the
meter.
whoop whoop light on 17 times this
Whoop
week.
whoop
What
meter. Wait, what's going on? You didn't pull one person over this week. Why are you whooping? Whoop, whoop.
Oh, cops everywhere! Like, please don't do that.
And it's scary too because they'll play that one sometimes. It's like,
yeah.
and it's like a quick and that scares the shit out of you. I don't care who you are. You can be the most sober person on this planet driving, and if a cop comes up behind you and goes, and they fucking light you up like that,
It's a good noise.
it wakes you up. And then the cop's like, "Why are you nervous? Why are you shaking?" Well, you just fucking lit me up with a atomic sounding air horn.
Now you got the lights in my face.
Now I can't even see what color cop you are to hate you or not hate you.
Not that we've been pulled over ever.
No.
No.
Well, no, I have.
And
I've
I
never
even
been
have
pulled
both
over.
my plates.
Why have I been pulled? I'm lying. I've never been pulled over. I've been pulled over quite a bit.
Yeah. Same.
Now, the amount of times I've gotten in trouble from being pulled over the ratio is very good. Yeah, for the amount of times I've been pulled over and the amount of infractions that I've been given from being pulled over are, I would say, 1 to 100.
Nice.
Yeah, I've lucked out. I've been completely drunk at times where I was like, I was actually at one point, please pull me over because I can't even see.
Well, you're white, so.
Yeah, I'm drunk as hell, and I'm like, I got pulled over by the cops, and they let me go home, and I'm thinking, man, I thought that was I was gonna be able to go to sleep.
Get out of jail free card.
Well, they let me go home.
Oh, you didn't want to go there.
Well, I was so drunk at one point, I didn't want to drive. And
Oh,
I was like, in a way, hoping that I would get pulled over. I made the joke to a friend. I'm like, yeah, I hope I get pulled over.
times have changed.
Yeah. Oh God, back in the '90s, early 2000s, nothing is what it was. Not even freaking close.
What's one thing
Ugh.
you remember from growing up that they don't have now? And I'll give you my one thing.
What they don't have now.
I could go first if you want to think.
Seeing kids playing roller hockey in the street or on the tennis courts, or kids out really playing in an organized way by themselves without coaches or leagues. Like,
Mhm.
you don't see that anymore. You just don't.
I'll tell you what we don't see anymore.
Oh, dude, here we go.
Remember those things in the bathrooms, those towel racks?
Oh, the old, yeah. And then the manager would have to come in and unlock
Did
it to
that-
roll it up to the next dryness level.
That thing was always dry. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those big towels you'd pull down and it would go around and around and around.
Yeah,
And that
it's
was
gross.
what we used to use to have to dry our hands. Probably not the most sanitary thing.
Yeah, but you know what they say, that parents are becoming too overwhelming with preventing germs when some germs
definitely.
are good for you. And that's why some of these kids are always sick with bronchitis and upper respiratory issues and blood diseases, because their parents don't let them have any germs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying go out and feed them fucking E. coli, but let
Play
the
in the
kids
dirt.
let them play in the fun. If they are on the yard playing, it's okay.
Yeah.
They will be okay. Let them drink some water out of a fucking garden hose, and then they'll realize how special bottled water really is.
I love hose water.
Because you got all those asshole kids who leave 3/4 undrank bottles laying around your damn house all day, and then they just go to the case and grab a new one. I mean, they're wasting water like it's nothing. But if they realized that when we were kids, you'd have to turn the hose on and wait for a good 30 minutes for it not to be blazing hot water.
Yeah. Wash those spiders out.
Wash the spiders out, and then it finally gets cold, and then you all got to take turns. And
hose water was the best.
Well, it tasted like rubber or something.
Whatever it was.
Made us.
They should
good.
run that right through your
We're
house.
good people. We came out okay.
Connect us to make it taste like hose water. That's the Brita.
I wonder if anybody ever requested to have a green hose put in their backyard specifically for the reasons of saying this is how I grew up as a kid.
Ever known anybody that's had a drinking fountain in their backyard?
No, I can't say that I have.
That's a good thing, probably.
Why do you?
No.
Come on. Come on. You're so full of shit.
No.
You know somebody that had a water fountain in their
Oh,
backyard.
water fountain for sure, but not a drinking fountain.
What's the fucking difference?
A drinking fountain is like what you have in school where you'd go up and take a drink.
What's a water fountain? What's the difference?
Water fountain is like a feature in the yard that just spits water out.
Yeah, but when I was in school and I said I want to go get a drink, I went to the water fountain.
True.
I didn't go to the drinking fountain. Is that what you
that's
call it in
true.
the upscale schools?
Yeah, it is. Catholic schools, drinking fountain, one at a time. What
Wow.
would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do? Jesus takes the wheel, doesn't he?
I was talking to my wife about that.
What, if Jesus took the wheel?
No, like back then, growing up Catholic like I did, they would tell you
Yeah.
that was the main way to scare a kid into doing the right thing back then.
What,
What would Jesus do? So I'm
What would
thinking,
Jesus do? Jesus
I'm
wouldn't
just
lie.
telling you, this is what they used to tell us. Okay.
Yeah, okay, well.
So I'm thinking of all the other people who didn't grow up this way. What did they do to get you to do the right thing?
Well, nothing.
Just
because
tell you the truth?
Kids these days suck. Haven't we agreed on that in many episodes that kids these days are just
Oh, they're just kids.
they're clueless. They're 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, and they've never had a bank account. We got a fucking problem.
We were
Houston.
clueless.
We got a problem, Houston. We got kids out there that still have mommy taking the crust off their sandwich, and they are old enough to vote and fight in a war. but mommy cuts the crust off their sandwich, so there's no need to go to war and appreciate the freedoms that we do have, like having a mother that will sit there and cut the crust off her sandwich.
The problem is, I don't think they have a lot of faith in the United States. They wouldn't even want to fight for this country, which is very sad.
Well, they don't have any
That's the
faith.
saddest
Well,
part.
that's to say that most of the college idiots voted for Biden, and now everybody hates Biden. All the college kids were like, Biden's gonna be great.
yeah.
He's gonna do this and he's
Get
gonna
rid
do
of my
that.
debt.
Yeah, and he's gonna do all this. And guess what? He hasn't done shit. And now everybody hates him. So now you got a bunch of college kids that were confused from the start, being brainwashed and manipulated. Now you got college kids that still don't have the capacity, because they're still stupid kids, to know what their thought process was even at that time to think that that was a good idea. So now they're trying to backpedal and say, well, not all presidents get things done that they say they're going to get done. Well, no, you're right. They don't. But he didn't do one thing he said he was going to do.
I don't remember. Nothing's built. Nothing's bigger. Nothing's better. Nothing.
There's
cheaper. Nothing's
the wall that was being built.
Mhm.
There's still sites where there's the materials just laying there waiting
Yeah.
because the wall building
Well-
stopped because Joe wanted to do good things for this country.
Career politician. I think again we need to get rid of them and switch the age. Make an age limit. We can't have these people freezing up out there,
Oh yeah,
on
and
stage.
sniffing kids and
just doing weird.
and boldly saying that they had a 13-year-old liking on their legs and they liked it and all this weird shit.
You know what's cool about watching them at
That's
this age?
cool.
No,
Whoa.
you know what it is? Because they hide all these things of what they did. all
Oh,
these
and years
evil-
and years ago, right?
and years ago, and now
Can you
it's just
imagine
gonna
this?
start coming out.
Can you
because
imagine the sniffing he did back in the day
he
behind
was-
closed doors? He was probably the bloodhound.
Came out that Obama was like fantasizing about dudes his whole college life. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw something about
my
that. But
gosh.
come on. All right. Let's-
Well, who cares? To each their own.
Hey, man, if he wants to gangbang with a bunch of dudes, go for it. It didn't bother me. I didn't hear about it until just now.
Obama.
So,
Yeah, no, I didn't care. I voted for him once.
old gangbang.
I'll be honest. I voted for him the first time. Then I really got to know him. I
can't
thought we were
remember.
ready to have a black president. That was my main reason to vote for him.
I think I agree with you. I think I actually did vote for Obama.
Mhm,
Yes, I did. And then the second time I did not.
Yes,
For some reason, I can't remember why. I think it
because
was
you watched the first 4 years.
yeah, because I saw the first 4 years wasn't about everybody. It was about him and who he could help and people he felt that were owed. I think that was something that made me not vote for him the second time around, but I could be wrong. Could it be because he was a fucking liar, like all presidents?
Liars.
He was a freaking liar.
They
But
all lie.
everyone does. But I guess it comes down to what's the level of the lie?
Ooh,
What's the level of the lie?
true. How far are they willing to go with the lie? To continue the lie about the lie.
They lie about the lie, then they have to lie about the lie that they just told because they lied about the other lie.
I mean, that's basically what so many people have called and told me about this week, about liars
Oh.
that they know.
We're almost out of time
Oh,
here.
ding
Holy
dong.
cow.
The
We
witch
got
is
ding
dead.
dong. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The
Wizard of
witch is
Oz,
dead.
1939. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
You have any closing statements? Yeah.
I don't.
Any
Happy
quotes?
birthday, Marcus Garvey, Robert De Niro, Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Donnie Wahlberg.
yeah,
He's
little
cool.
Donnie.
I like the Wahlbergs.
Happy birthday to my wife's mom too, up in heaven. Thanks for stopping by today in the form of a butterfly. I saw you.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. All right. Well, we wish everybody a happy birthday, and I do have a little bit of a surprise here at the end for T.O.
Uh-oh.
Not his birthday, but we wanted to do this because he did such a good job on the one show.
On a lot
And
of
we
shows, I
wanted
do a
to end
great
it out
job.
with this. We want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. If you have any questions about this show or any of the other shows, go to rawlive.com, drop us a message, and we will be back here again. Next show, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Everybody enjoy the song that we played just for T.O. here. This is his favorite song, Aaron Neville.
He's awesome.
Look at those eyes, baby.
This is a song that touches Todd's heart. and if you ever want to see Calm Todd, this is right here. Here it comes. This is your part, Todd.
I don't know much, but I know I love you.
That's dead on. I don't care who you are.
Let me be all I need to know.
Very good.
Ah.
Oh wow.
Very, very good. Very good. But we'll let Todd off the hook there.
Yeah.
So everyone, again, thanks for being here. It's been a blast as always, and we do invite you to all be here next show. If anyone has any questions, again, drop us